Hello, everybody.
Hey, guys.
Joe here.
Kevin.
All right. I think we both agreed. Season 2, excellent season of television.
I really enjoyed it, yeah.
We wrapped up all the storylines because
Yeah.
they weren't sure if they were going to get a season 3.
Sounds like Sorkin wasn't planning on doing a season 3 and got talked into doing it on a shortened 6-episode season. Didn't enjoy doing it.
Oh.
Swore off television forever. And we
Wow.
haven't seen him on the medium since, which is a real tragedy.
So I wonder if this is going to be more of like a bitter season then. You know, if he's not enjoying himself doing it. I mean, who knows?
Right.
I've enjoyed the first 2 seasons. I'm
Sure.
looking forward to this. It's interesting that it's 6 episodes.
Right.
So I'm kind of curious what our big story is going to be. You know what I mean? Are we going to follow more of a similar structure to season 2, or are we going to kind of go back to season 1? There's a lot of options here.
I'd be surprised if we do the flashback of, with one big cataclysmic event again. I feel
Sure.
like that'd be too repetition. I would say the format is probably going to be linear, but who knows what it's actually going to be about.
But probably a story that we follow all the way through.
Sure. Yeah, with only 6 episodes, right. Yeah, I think season 1 was the most episodic of the show. I think we're kind of done with that. But again, I don't feel like we're going to have like a historical frame story.
Yeah, I don't expect like flashbacks, but I do
Right.
expect like one big story that we follow.
Absolutely. All right.
So I'm excited.
Yep. Let's get into the very, very brief final season of the Newsroom. Do want to thank all of our Patreon subscribers for being with us. Thank you so much, guys. Special shout out to our super patrons, of course. NJ, MTC93, Actuary Lurker, Anna, Balais Fuldez, ZY, Jeff, Derek Peterson, Yannick from Montreal, Sudi Gunavarapu, Jamie Morgan, Christy Goverson, Diana Perry, Trey Contreras, Humain Mac, Wolfgang Wolf, Lindsay Swift, Squix, Sweet Baby Silvernell, Adam Pacio, Matt Tyler, David Adler, Chris O'Donnell, Katie K, Seth Walker, Everett Nation, Doc Cooley, Taylor, and Andy Schreiber. Thanks so much, guys. As always, we're really glad you're here with us.
Yes, we are. And if you're watching us on YouTube for the first time, welcome to our channel. If you mind hitting the like button for us, please leave us a comment down below and hit the subscribe button so you stay up to date on the new content we've coming your way.
Description below, link to our Patreon page with full-length watch-alongs. We are several episodes ahead on Patreon of where we're on YouTube on the Newsroom.
How many?
Bridesmaids?
Yeah.
9.
Okay, so we are doing this.
And because you have 9 bridesmaids,
You need 9 groomsmen.
I worked very hard at cultivating no friendships outside of work. I was doing fine cultivating no friendships inside of
See if Lonnie's available.
Yeah. Yeah. His shrink.
Did you see that?
What?
Local Boston affiliate. Somebody wanted to watch a marathon.
What'd you see?
Oh. Is
this
this
the Boston bombing?
That's why it's called Boston. Okay.
Blast at the finish line of the marathon, runners and spectators fleeing the scene.
The way he falls to the side, that's an energy force, that's an explosion.
Break them into teams.
Everybody, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember this well. This was
Yeah,
terrible.
this awful.
Focus.
I can see she's doing better.
Maybe.
You're a bad fucking lady. You stopped.
So Maggie's ripped this season.
Yeah, she is actually.
Got an image of the area around the finish line.
Throw it up on the front monitors.
Can you tell me if you've got terrorist groups on your radar?
When is she breaking in?
But she knows what she's breaking in with. We're gonna do this thing well.
We are.
Explosions on Boylston Street. 254 mass
here.
casualty
okay.
incident declared at the end of the Boston Marathon route.
We're not going based on tweets from witnesses we can't talk to. What credible news agency would do that?
Fox is up.
Of course. Taking a shot at Fox.
If I learn what happened by watching the news, I'm going to lose my fucking mind. Where's Kiefer?
Don's got jury duty today.
Are you kidding? Get him out.
I don't think you can do that.
I was going to say, if they can do that, that's awesome.
I bought something that removes scratches
That's
from
supposed
your
to have
car.
your phone.
Anything else?
Approach. Hurry up.
There's been an explosion at the finish line of the Boston Marathon, and I have to get back to my newsroom.
All these people have someplace else to be. I'm sure your network can do the news without you.
You're probably right, but I'd hate for my boss to find that out.
Oh.
Nice try.
I'm currently the defendant in 2 lawsuits being brought by the same person, so
Yeah.
there is simply no way in hell that I am finding for the plaintiff.
Get out of here.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Could have been held in contempt for that.
Yeah.
This is a $24,000 system that gives me instantaneous access to all the financial information in the world.
Do you know what's going on outside your door? It's not on there.
She has all that and she doesn't know about the bombing. It's
Pretty wild.
I'm tracking 2,221 tweets. What exactly are we waiting for? Do you guys understand the explosion occurred in the 21st century?
But if it was a bomb, obviously that escalates.
They were in pressure cookers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Patent case involving companies that are patenting human genes.
No, guys, take your time.
Yeah. I get this frustration. Everyone's going to be on the other networks for this.
Totally.
We're not first, so we might as well be last and know something.
I agree.
It's more than getting our facts straight or having facts.
Facts are
Facts are
important.
important. We don't do good TV.
Wait, what are you
we
saying?
do the news.
I said that.
I know, and you were 100 Americans.
You can break in and say there was an explosion at the Boston Marathon.
Clearly that happened.
You don't have to explain everything.
I want to go to Boston. It's my hometown. I want to be on the ground.
Take a producer.
Maggie can do it.
I don't make those calls, but she gives me anything less than I want and she's fired. I'll make that call because I don't think she's cut out for this anymore.
Maggie? Yeah, go.
Boston PD and the FBI. 2 devices detonated at the finish line.
Hijack the control room.
They could have been in talking about the explosions without giving those details.
I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with reporting what you saw on Twitter as well. I mean, like if that's from eyewitness accounts, if there's enough of them, though, you know.
I don't know. I'm skeptical of anything on Twitter.
Sure.
Go now to Juan Gomez with our Boston affiliate WBAS-TV. Tap your pen for me if you copy.
How do you listen to 2 or talk at the same time?
Will does it constantly. I can't wrap my head around it.
I do not have that skill.
Detonated at the finish line of the Boston Marathon.
Why wasn't I able to put my finger on what we're talking about, you and me?
Whoever did it is walking the streets of Boston right now. This is going to go on for a while.
Right now, we've got 14 confirmed injuries, but that number's obviously not going to hold.
Yeah, a few people died.
Welcome back to our breaking news coverage of the Boston Marathon bombings. Okay, we've got Susie Ochi, an eyewitness who was finishing the race when the explosions occurred.
Good for Susie for being okay.
Absolutely.
Well, we've got another confirmed casualty, male, 8 years old.
I forgot about that it was a kid.
What kind of detonator would that need? And does the person have to be present?
No.
Surgeons are pulling ball bearings out of patients in 2 different operating rooms right now.
Officials are telling us they're currently treating 31 patients for injuries that range from cuts and lacerations to amputation.
Social media is going to solve this crime.
Crowdsourcing law enforcement. That went off without a hitch in Salem.
I've got to post a column.
Do it from home.
The guy who wanted my encryption key?
I put it in your desktop under cat food.
Yeah, it's going to be something big.
Among the 3 dead is an 8-year-old boy. We understand friends and family will gather tonight at Garvey Park.
Hey, you know Billy Posner, the head media guy at Merrill? He's going to get fired, and Merrill's whole media department's going to be without a rudder for a while.
Her hair looks really nice this season, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah, it's my office.
I'm just here. I'm hiding from the twins. Half brother, half sister, my father's kids from his second wife. They go to parties, they go to clubs, they order bottle service. They do a lot of philanthropic work as long as it's a party at a club.
See, say what you want about him, he works.
He does work.
They're up from South Beach for one of several 25th birthday parties they're throwing for themselves.
They're stockholders?
They will be when they turn 25.
I like him so much more now.
Mm-hmm. We're going to miss our earnings projections by a little.
By a little?
The message I want to get out is that this is a one-time thing.
You know I can't carry your water. We're going to be down 3 to 5 points by the end of the week.
I know everyone on this floor thinks I'm an asshole. And we may have a political difference on this, but I take a lot of pride in being a job creator.
No one here thinks you're an asshole.
Really?
Yeah.
I do.
Merrill's media buyer is going to lose his job because he's been having an affair with his 24-year-old assistant who used to be a circus performer. My guess is Goldman and Merrill are competing to do a deal, and she'd like me to weaken the competition for her. The puzzle is who's buying who, and I like puzzles.
You literally talk back to the New York Times crossword. You yell at it.
You wouldn't understand.
Really?
I don't mind that you're dumb, and Don, I mean that.
Oh my God, that was a great line.
I'm going to give us a soft B+ for the first day.
Jenna! What do we have here?
Greek yogurt, a gluten-free muffin.
This is
much
Maggie,
healthier.
Or Mac taking over his diet.
I'm from Nebraska. I'm not like the rest of you. I can eat food without fear.
Ryan Guidry on the DC desk signed off with an affiliate stringer by telling him to stay safe. So I don't want anyone telling anyone to stay safe. All in all, I think we're doing well.
I'm still trying to figure out exactly what doing well means.
Vigils are planned tonight at Harvard Memorial Church in Cambridge for the little boy at Garvey Park in Dorchester.
No, I repeat, no interviews with children.
Somebody's trying to give me classified government documents.
Okay, I was wondering what that was.
Then they asked for a higher level of encryption, and he told me to get an air-gapped computer.
How's he going to get you the flash drive, Neil?
He's going to tape it inside the tank of a toilet in a restaurant men's room.
Like the Godfather?
Yeah.
I think he's real. He's paranoid.
Anything else?
This is going to be a thing, isn't it?
Totally.
Go buy an air-gapped computer.
Thank you.
Get him a receipt. It's a work expenditure.
Yeah, right, yeah.
And the fragmentation of the pressure cooker itself creates lethal shrapnel.
You know what, sir? I'm sorry. I'd rather not give out the recipe.
That's true. I mean,
yeah.
I spoke to a source at B of A, and he couldn't tell me much, but he did say the private equity is from out of town. I have a list of 24 private equity firms, and I'd like to find out if anyone has checked into a hotel in the last 72 hours.
I'm a little busy with Boston. They came on a private jet, right?
Probably.
They either landed at Teterboro or White Plains. Follow the tail numbers.
Decent tip.
Wait, okay, good job, Don, there.
John King reporting a few minutes ago that an arrest has been made.
This man doesn't make a lot of mistakes.
I don't see how they could have made an arrest without anybody noticing.
I don't think they did make an arrest. I think the first one got shot.
The second one was in
the
a
second
boat.
one was was shot and then captured on a boat.
Mm-hmm.
One of the bombers was dead way before they caught the arrested the other one.
They killed one.
I'm going to call my good friend Lionel Barkley, CEO of Savannah Capital.
And he's not going to tell you anything, right? Isn't it possible one of your bloodless business students
He's a low-level analyst at Savannah. Yes, sir.
See, Don's coming in clutch.
Hi, this is Sloan Sabbath calling for Jacob.
Just a moment, please. Professor Sabbath.
I love your blog. Right now, I'm calling because your firm is doing a media deal in town, and I wanted to see if I could get you on Deep Background.
I know the deal you're talking about. I can't talk about it. Are you seeing anyone?
Nope.
Nice. Okay, nice.
What's going on down there? I'm gonna call you back.
They might have killed one of the first one.
Yeah.
Or they're retracting and they didn't go with
had
it.
to retract.
Yep, okay, yeah.
What are you doing? We still blew Genoa.
The line didn't move.
And if there's anyone
That's right.
who should be able to empathize with CNN right now, you would think,
Wouldn't you?
that it would be the people in this room.
They're going to celebrate when they close the door, aren't they, for sure?
Yeah, totally.
Sorry, Charlie.
That's the fucking bullet there.
Oh my god. That was great.
Hard B plus for the third day. I think we're getting our juju back. What do you think?
In the first act of a story, you chase the heroes up a tree. And in the third act, they get themselves down. I think we're getting ourselves down from the tree.
Listen, I'm at the precinct.
I've been talking with a desk sergeant, a woman in her early 30s.
The Boston PD was disseminating disinformation to a handful of detectives to try to find a leak. King's Source was one of them.
Her detective husband had just been suspended pending an investigation into a leak.
Act 1, John King gets chased up a tree.
Completely understood the story the first time. The Boston Police Department and the U.S. Department of Justice would like you to know that this headline is incorrect.
There must have been a lot of misinformation, I guess, around this. I don't remember, like, all of these retractions at the time.
Yes, sir.
I'd just like to use your restroom.
I know that's the clean part. It still grosses me out.
As of this moment, one police officer at MIT is dead, as is one of the two bombing suspects. Campus surveillance footage is currently being reviewed as we speak, and not to answer their doors unless instructed by a uniformed isn't allowed in Watertown, and a no-fly zone.
What is this story? Shades of Genoa.
Yeah.
Kathy was a student at Brown. Thursday's Post front page misidentifying two innocent people as enemies of the state. Within minutes, users on Reddit.
They began comparing the FBI photo of one of the suspects to Sunil Tripathi. It became a leading theory on Reddit that Tripathi was suspect number 2.
Earlier in the night, Greg Hughes had tweeted in 2013, all you need is a connection to the Boston police scanner and a Twitter feed to know what's up.
A reporter at BuzzFeed sends a tweet out to his 81,000 followers. The BuzzFeed tweet says, wow, Reddit was right, suspect identified as Sunil Tripathi.
Has anyone at our network checked on Sunil Tripathi?
Of course we have.
All of them categorically denying that Sunil Tripathi is a suspect.
A half hour later, Perez Hilton sends it out.
I don't even want to know.
6 million. The internet celebrates that Reddit has solved the bombing. Between 3 a.m. and 4:15 a.m., Tripathi's sister receives 58 calls on her cell.
Half of the messages are reporters, the other half are death threats.
Yeah. This is why I hate the internet.
Get me on the air. I need a suit.
It's being cleaned and pressed.
There's a whole room full of suits.
Out of curiosity.
Are the Tripathis Muslim?
Yeah.
No.
Well done, faceless mob.
Let's go. No one is a suspect, but Tamerlan and Jahaz are Nayib.
They have walnuts. I'm allergic.
Chicken salad you're eating right now has walnuts in it.
In about a minute, my tongue is going to swell up like a buffoon.
We have to pull the story.
No, it's a good thoy. You do the thoy. You had the fast.
What, Marie Antoinette's clothes?
Let's go.
Why is she Marie Antoinette? Why is Mac Marie Antoinette?
I do like that we have 3 storylines going on.
Yeah.
Maggie?
Yeah, Jim, I can hear you.
Intro and then take us to Boston.
Was able to track down a former wrestling teammate of the second suspect. And Maggie Jordan is standing by in Boston for this report. Maggie?
Will, earlier today we were able to find a 20-year-old man.
Okay, so far so good.
He obsessed over The Walking Dead and Game of Thrones.
That sounds like a lot of people.
It does.
Yeah, I mean, really, yeah.
ACN's Maggie Jordan reporting from Boston.
Nicely done.
Wow, yeah, she nailed it.
Yep.
Yes, yes.
He's saying yes.
Big old crane in this one.
They are flexing, aren't they?
Is it just me or did she age 10 years this week? What do you want to talk about?
I thought you guys did great this week. My head's held high.
I've seen the numbers.
I haven't. Did we drop to third?
Fourth.
Maybe Neil's story's going to save the day.
Hopefully.
We did everything right. We did everything.
You're not going to be able to stay on the air because my mother and I can only protect you from the board if you're making money.
That's really true.
Well, I think it's time for me to quit.
This is the last season, so there you go.
I mean, really, you can. Like, it's like plot armor on action shows that we watch. You know, it all falls off in the last season.
Yeah.
I need to talk to the two of you. I can't find Jim or Mac or Don. I'm currently in possession of a little more than 27,000 stolen government documents.
Yeah, I'm just going to jump off this railing.
There's a PR firm in Virginia called BCD. A growing pro-democracy rebellion in Kundu threatens stability in a region that includes American interests. BCD put false stories in the local press claiming that a rebel leader was about to wage war. Those false stories caused riots last week that killed 38 people, including 3 Americans.
Yeah, this might be the thing that keeps Will around for the season. Is she going to find like some stock manipulation or something?
I've used some of the contents of the flash drive, but obviously not all because there are 27,000 documents. To convince my bosses right away I'm going to need more or something else. The source has trouble transferring them from SIPRnet, so I tell him to try using a CDR and then...
Stop.
What part?
Where you asked for more documents.
He broke the law asking for more documents.
Oh.
Neil, you induced him to commit a felony. You conspired to commit espionage.
We missed the quarterly targets and by a lot, but ended trading up 1 in 3.
So there is stock manipulation happening.
It's all relative.
Should I just stay here?
I don't know what's happening with this.
They're not going to want him, they're going to want the whistleblower.
How do you think they're going to get to the whistleblower?
When do they turn 25?
I honestly don't. Next week, the 25th.
Get your mother on the phone. She has to call the board into an emergency session right now, tonight. You're in the middle of a hostile takeover.
Oh,
okay, that's why the stock's going up.
They got him. I'm going out there. But, Mac, you should know that a few minutes ago I quit. Chase the heroes up a tree, throw rocks at them, and then get them down. When does that happen? He's hiding in a boat in someone's backyard!
There's so much going on for these poor people.
I know. All the stories converging.
Yeah.
It seems like the siblings are trying to do a hostile takeover, right? That's what she was getting at with that?
Or they're selling off their stuff. I'm not sure.
You know who did great this week? The police. They found 2 needles in a haystack the size of the world. You know who sucked? Everybody else. A paper or website put someone's life in danger. I'm not so easily surrendering to citizen journalists or citizen detectives. Neil needs a lawyer.
I agree with that. That's just me. Maybe I'm old, but that's just me too.
If you have our back, then we're not going to let you get shot on yours. And apparently, we're all up for sale.
There's so much that happened here.
That was a big episode. What a way to come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to see where all this goes. Neil definitely lawyer up.
Yeah, or you just can't use his information and just ignore it. You know what I mean?
Which I doubt is the case.
Right. Yeah, there's probably going to be a lawyer up situation here. I also, because you brought it up and they were talking about it on the show, the idea of reporting on the tweets. I know that news does that now, but they also show the problem of that is, when one person gets it wrong and everybody's retweeting wrong information, all of a sudden 90,000 people saying something on Twitter is true doesn't make it true. But the news can say, oh, by the way, and then it's just a misinformation,
it's
spin cycle.
It's not a perfect thing.
Right.
The validity of tweets versus the validity of stuff you see on Facebook.
Right.
I guess there is the benefit of having, was it Grok on X now, which is the AI thing that verifies real or fake, but also too little too late. Who knows when it's real? I'm not saying it's perfect. I'm not advocating for it. I'm just...
I mean, Grok's been manipulated to agree with Elon Musk a lot too.
Yep, exactly.
Even that's not reliable.
Yeah, especially if there's a certain bias towards a certain story breaking. Of course, this is obviously before he bought it, but
right, and before there was Grok, but just last week. When it came out that Elon had a lot of interest in visiting a certain island, he had Grok saying what a great man he is, and that he's just fighting for the people.
Yeah.
Which is of course a load of BS.
They have manipulated it and
and it's not the first time. For sure.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. So it really is unfortunate because before he bought it, years up to it, there was I feel like there. It wasn't perfect, but there is. It's a collection of news stories. If you could hop on there, you could see what CNN's reporting, what MSNBC's reporting.
Yeah. If you're looking at legitimate news sources, that's just another way to get to those.
Yeah.
But tweets from randos,
randos is not.
I'm the citizen journalist, and here's what I saw. That has to be completely ignored.
I agree with you.
It has to be. That is not a source of anything
at all.
And I don't care if there's 200,000 of them. Mm-hmm. They get that all wrong too.
Yeah. And it is weird that we are living. I like that they're addressing the fact that we are living in in the social media age now,
for sure,
where this does bleed over to the real news,
and it still does. It is
more so now than it was here.
More so now, than this was happening. You can
tweet along.
Yeah, I mean, really, yeah. Mm-hmm. You can have your tweets scrolled or read on the news if you sound like you know what you're talking about. But yeah, weird. A lot of podcasters use tweets for information. You know, people feel this way about this thing. Let's read these 3 tweets, and it's like, well, 3 people feel this way about this thing, but is that news? Like,
and then it snowballs, right?
Yeah. I don't know.
But
I'm glad it was addressed here.
Me too.
There's for a truncated season, there's an awful lot that's going to be going on here.
I don't know how with 5 now. How are we going to handle all this? Because we just got an info dump like crazy.
Yeah, it was a massive information dump. But early on, it felt like season 1 a little bit. I was like, oh, I'm wrong, because we're doing like the new story of the period here with the Boston bombing. But then we got like, oh no, now we're bringing in like this is we've ended the Boston bombing story. We've introduced storylines through that. They're going to carry through probably all the way through the rest of the season.
And I'm assuming we do meet the twins.
Yeah,
excited to see who that is.
Sure.
Hopefully we get some names, or at least just good actors. Man, that's what really matters. And then obviously this Kundu story, which good call on.
It sounded like I think I looked because I was like,
it didn't sound real.
No, I was like, I think Equatorial Kundu was from the West Wing, as a fictional country where we were having so much. So many political problems on the West Wing. So when I pulled it up, I was like, yep, that was it. Equatorial Kundu was the West Wing. So we're going to use the same fictional country here.
It is interesting that not only do we have stories in the real world, obviously with Boston, and then like we introduced this fictitious story.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of clever, right? Because it just kind of like weave it into the real world.
Right. And they did that in the last season too, right? With Genoa.
Yeah.
I think the issue is like we can like do sputter work, the short truncated work on real news stories like the Boston bombing, like the Deepwater Horizon explosion, the Gabby Gifford shooting. But when you're going to do like the big arc story, the several episode story, you can only do so much around that if we know what the true story is.
Yeah, you can mold a fictitious story.
Yeah, absolutely. You can't you can't turn like what's happening with the Deepwater Horizon into a season of television. Yeah. We know what happened with the Deepwater Horizon. We know what happened with the Gabby Gifford shooting. So and the Boston bombing. So you can definitely use those as backdrops for your story for sure, for your show. But yeah, for the big story that we're going to follow, like the season 2 would not have been nearly as good if Genoa was a real thing and we followed it that intently. But it's like, why do we need 9 episodes of drama around this when we know what happens with it? Completely. Like we know the news story.
Even that though was inspired by true events.
It was, sure.
So I'm wondering if this has any inspiration as well, or if this is just completely Sorkin being like, I got this. You know what I mean?
I feel like this is more Sorkin, I got this, simply because the country's even fake that this is happening in.
That's a good point.
And it's a fake country that he's used before. In the Sorkin verse.
Yep.
It's a fake country in the Sorkin verse. So yeah, for sure.
I love that he has things that he returns to. I think
absolutely,
it's really cool. It's like the Sorkin universe, Sorkin cinematic universe.
Yeah, it is. I'm like, if he ever does TV again, I'm going to be looking out to see if we get Equatorial Kundu on the show. Right. All right. We'll catch you next one, guys. Thank you.
See ya.